this Living Like a Local in El Salvador, I'm going to show you one of the awesomest, most amazing, wonderful, super healthy, clean eating organic restaurants in El Salvador. This is Soya Nutri Bar. And as you can tell, this is actually the restaurant part of Soya Nutra Bar. And it is so cool. I don't know if you've ever visited like Costa Rica, but a lot of the restaurants are out in the open, and that's just like this one. Let me show you. So there is the fish pond behind us. And then here is the table that we are sitting at. And look, there's no other tables nearby. Every table is kind of isolated in this little green corridor. And I'm going to take you around to show you some of the really cool products and the menu that they have here. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. If I can, there isn't a chat. But anyway, so I guess I can't answer your questions. But for anybody thinking about coming down to El Salvador and you're wondering about, yeah, but do they have, I have to eat very clean because of maybe I have an autoimmune issue, or just I have really high health standards for my body. It's like, can I do that in El Salvador? Honestly, I think it's kind of funny when people come down, because they'll come down and they'll say, oh, but I have all these 10 million supplements that I need to get from the States. And where can I find my organic this, organic that? And it's kind of weird because, you know, in the States, you pay a lot of money for organic anything, right? Or natural anything. And here, like when people say that, I'm like, did you look at the side of the road? Because like everybody grows stuff here, and stuff grows so easily and naturally that the organic fruits and vegetables aren't necessarily more expensive than the Joe Smo stuff. It's just the way it is, because it's just easier to live cleaner and healthier here. Because I mean, ladies all the time, they'll grow stuff in their yard. They'll grow mangoes, they'll grow aguacates, and then they just set up a little table outside their um outside their little finca or their house, and they'll have their produce out there, and you just stop, and you don't have to ask like, well, did you use pesticide? Trust me, this campesino, this little country woman, is not going to buy pesticides and spray her tree. No, it's just all around. Everything grows. And that's one of the other things I really love about El Salvador. Is you know how in the States and in Canada, like they've planted all these male trees. And that's why the pollen is just crazy. Because they plant male pear trees, they plant tons of male trees. So there's tons of pollen all over the place. And for a lot of allergy sufferers, it drives them crazy. Hey there. And but the thing is, they plant the male trees because they don't want the female trees, because they don't want to pick up the fruit and take care of the fruit that comes off of it, which is honestly, seriously, kind of counterintuitive, because that's organic fruit. So, but here it's the opposite. Like everybody plants the female trees, and a lot of people that have allergy problems up north in the States, they don't have allergy problems here because there's more female trees than there are male trees. So there isn't like the heavy, thick pollen all over the place. Let's see. Hey, there's Karen. Hi, Karen. Can't wait to get down there and start living like a local and growing our own food. Yes, here, and check this out, Karen. I'm going to show you. I'm at one of the funnest organic restaurants called Soya Nutra Bar, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit about this restaurant. And it's kind of typical of the more fun, more healthy restaurants in El Salvador. So, first of all, welcome to the jungle. It's really cool. Follow me through. So as I said, since the tables are kind of all set apart, everything is very private, very secluded, and everybody has their own little tables. And this is their garden where Soya Nutra Bar grows a lot of their own produce that they use in their food. So this is the back of the property where they have all these little isolated tables, and I will come down here and show you the awesome menu next. Now tonight I had I'll put in the pictures in a minute. I had a kimchi soup, and then oh, just in case it rains, there is indoor seating. And then up here you have a tasting bar where they have wines. They even have blue horchata. Check that out. I have yet to try that, but I'm going to try it. But here, let me get the. Can I have your? Can I have a menu, please? So I'm going to show you guys the menu tonight. As I said, I had in a kimchi soup, which was really good. It wasn't too spicy. Had awesome, wonderful fresh vegetables, and this is some of the other stuff they have in here, and it's all natural ingredients that are locally grown. This is as farm to table as you can get. So this is the breakfast. These are, we had this one, the avocado mousse, which was delicious. It had baby tomatoes, some sprouts on it. That's the hummus. There's some of the salads. And here, they have quinoa bowls. My daughter had a quinoa bowl, and I'll put a picture of it over it. And it's beautiful because you love when it's not only healthy, but it also looks beautiful, just as beautiful it is as it is to eat. It's nice. Here we go. And then here's the sopa naturales. So here's the natural soups. And as I said, I had this one, the kimchi one. And they have sandwiches. They have tacos, pinchos, and pasta. And we also tried this one, the Alfredo pasta. Now, the Alfredo down here is different from Alfredo in the States. Alfredo in the States is a lot more milk, creamy based. And here, I didn't see anything dairy based. I mean, they have a lot of vegan options. I mean, this obviously is not a vegan restaurant because they do have chicken and some meat stuff. But um, but the meat that they do use here, I do know that it is organic, free range, grown. Because my friend Juan, who actually grows the organic beef here in El Salvador, this is one of his clients. They buy his beef here. So let's go moving on. So this is one of the few places I have found that they have cold pressed juices, and they have even these. There's like cashew milk, coconut milk, and then they have smoothies here. I tried one of the protein power smoothies, and they have kombuchas that they make, and all their own natural drinks. And let's see. And I didn't try the dessert, but next time I totally will because everything. Sugar cane, and so from the sugar cane you will get literal like cane syrup, and so the panela is kind of part of that sugar cane, and so that's how it's. Here all the places where they get their fresh fruits from. Yep. And now we're going to go show you the market because anytime you can get awesome food, you want to take it home. I know you do. So We're gonna go up front and see. Hi, Brad. Okay, so first of all, before there is the restaurant of handmade organic stuff, including hand painted. This is something I really like. I gotta show you guys. So look at this. So they have a lot of organic homespun homespun. Bracelets, even homemade shoes. And look at this. Look at this is some of the beadwork and the bead art that is native to El Salvador. Not amazing? I don't think I could ever hang that from my ears though. It's a little big. Let's be just being real. Look at this. Isn't this? Look, pajaritos. Oh, jaguars. My daughter would love that. Wow. And up here, they even have handmade purses. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to move up front. And as I said before, so they have a little boutique hotel called the Cinco Hotel. Soya Nutra Bar is that's the restaurant, and the Cinco Hotel is the boutique hotel upstairs. And they only have a few rooms, but look at this entryway. Isn't that just wonderful? And here's some more of the handicrafts. Look, papusas or papusas. I always say papusas. Can you guess what it is? There's your flan and menudo. Oh, look, somebody put Salvadoran fruits, papas locos, and they made them into keychains. That is so adorable. Oh, and look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? So amazing when you can wear your art. Wow. Here's more hand painted hats, and these hats are only $15 for that hand painted masterpiece. Isn't that amazing? And hand woven mats, so you can lay out on the beach. And then that's how you go up to the hotel part, into the rooms. And they have their little mercado out here in front. We get here is where you get all your all natural products. So, for example, as far as I know, this is the only place you can get almond flour, and then here is a garbanzo bean flour, and here's chives, there's yerba mates, and here's so this is some of the stuff that Soya makes themselves. They'll make almond butter and cashew butter, and even their own peanut butter. And here is their um, crude. Now this is crude honey, because I don't know if you know much about honey, but a lot of times honey producers will they'll kind of downgrade their honey. They'll put in other fillers in like water, and they'll put in other stuff, so it's not 100% pure honey. So and but here you get it straight cruda, and you know the way you can tell is if you dump a little bit of honey into like a bottle of water or something, the honey will go straight down to the bottom and it will sit there at the bottom. It will not mix with the water because technically they do not mix well. And that's why you can tell when it's 100% real honey or when you're getting scammed. Anyway, they have a variety of wines and apple cider vinegar. Oh, and they have some of their own sauces. Now here it was really fun. They kind of forgot my order, and so the waiter was like, "Oops, I forgot your order." So he brought me out some like dried yuca with this really fun sauce. And the sauce, it was a pineapple sauce, but it wasn't sweet. Have you guys ever had a pineapple sauce that was savory instead of sweet? It was crazy. It was wild. We loved it so much. We asked for a whole nother little cup, and my daughter used it as dressing on her quinoa bowl because she loved it so much. But yeah, they have a lot of fun and try a lot of different experiments with the food here at Soya Nutra Bar. Karen, Karen, you should totally come down and get one of those hats because they're beautiful hats. Here, so they also have some of their organic products. Some of the things that they don't use if they don't use it in a week, right, of cooking and serving the people in the restaurant, then they have the surplus out here so you can come and buy your own organic products. And then here, there's the other. This is the cold press juices that they make and the kombuchas that they make. Maracujá, that's passion fruit, strawberry kombucha, mango, piña, ginger kombucha, all over here. And here is the only place I've ever seen goat kefir. There is kefir right there, kefir de cabra. And there's homemade Greek yogurt that they make here. And tzatziki. Look at that. Their own salad dressings. Awesome, fun stuff. And this crema de verduras, we had that too with one of our entrees. And there they have kimchi. So you can buy real kimchi here. Because I went to one Korean restaurant, and if you look down through my videos, you'll find it. But I was pretty disappointed. It was like the only Korean restaurant, and you could tell they didn't have any competition. The kimchi was good, but I didn't really like anything else. And I like Korean barbecue and stuff, or I like Mongolian barbecue, and I like in the past I've had Korean, and I've liked it really great. And I don't know if it's because it had been gringoized because I had it in the States, or if just the restaurant here was just a little disappointing. I'm not sure, but I'm super glad that they have kimchi here. So here's more. Oh, mushrooms. They have specific mushrooms. Like on the tour that I'm doing now, I do relocation tours. And the tour that I'm doing right now, we're going up to Apaneca, and we're going to this one restaurant that's really, really cool restaurant. And they use these local mushrooms that they grow on their farm in special plates. And it's it's a flavor that I've never had before. And then I imagine you can't find it anywhere but here in El Salvador because that's the only place you can find these mushrooms. But there's just a big, massive variety of it all. Bean sprouts, green onions, all your leafy greens, your normal old whites, right? And of course your cocos. My daughter ordered a coconut water and she got a cocoa with a straw. So, yeah, it's not always bottled. Okay, and then this is falafel, salmon. Wow, everything. Boca Colorado. Boca Colorado, that is the most predominant fish that they serve around here. Um, it's big and red, and usually they cook it up. So it goes over the whole entire plate. Um, let's see. Okay, other stuff. Here's some more of their natural beauty care products. So they have lots of different sprays. Oh, wow. Freshening sprays, creams, lotions. There's some Padme organic. Okay, now this is really cool. My friend makes this, and it's 100% organic. It's a deodorant that's 100% organic. There's no aluminum in it. There's nothing funky in it. She also has a sunscreen down here that is all natural and does not have any SPF in it. And yeah, really cool. It's Elba is her name. She's awesome. Her husband's super cool too. He is my co-tour guide this week during our sustainable living tour, and he has lots of vertical farming and aquaponics projects going on all over the country. And so that's why I hooked him up for our tour. But yes, highly recommend. And it's not that expensive either. That's that's another thing. Like a lot of these things, just because you say they're made from natural ingredients in the States, that means they like hike up. Okay, then there's got to be $20 more, and that never makes sense to me because I'm like, okay, wait, we didn't pay for any expensive chemicals, any expensive preservatives. Why am I paying $20 more for something that has less ingredients? It kind of doesn't make sense. Um, But here, no, the stuff that's simpler is usually cheaper because it's simpler. It's just more common sense. So here's some, um, it's some dental toothpaste, coconut dental toothpaste. Because I don't know if you know, but doing oil pulls with your teeth, and coconut oil is one of the best ones to do an oil pull on your teeth. It kind of naturally cleans and pulls a lot of the bacteria and stuff out of your teeth. So if you've never tried it before, you should totally try it. Anyway, there's a lot more. Let's see. Mosquito repellent that's all natural. Face serums. There's natural soaps here that you can buy. Vitamin C. Green tea. Matcha green tea for as a toner for your skin. Look at all this stuff. It's so cool. This is fun. So, deodorant. Okay. Deodorant is made, you have body odor from one main thing, is bacteria on your skin. You have to have bacteria to stink. That's why some people, they can sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat. But if they don't have the bacteria on their skin, then they don't stink. So this is really cool. It is a natural rock, okay, an alumbre rock that gets activated by water and that helps kind of take away the stink part. You might still sweat a ton, and that's not a bad thing because that's how your body is is programmed. Your body's programmed to sweat. It's good to sweat because your body's trying to cool itself down. So telling your body not to sweat is not a good thing. It's trying to regulate its body temperature. But who wants to offend, right? So, yeah. So isn't this so cool? It's so interesting when you get away from all the highly commercialized, highly kind of just in your face, like, oh, I have this remedy that's going to solve all your problems, and it's just profit push, profit push, profit push. And you get back to just natural stuff that God provided all around you to look at that. There's a little pumice stone to like help you live a great life. It's like life's not as complicated as we make it out to be. And so here's some essential oils. And that's the big difference about El Salvador. El Salvador, if you're thinking about coming down to El Salvador, you need to understand El Salvador, it is a slower, more tranquil, it's not a grind. El Salvador, the grind vibe is it's not the El Salvador vibe. It's slower. It's more, life isn't just about work. It's also about enjoying, and it's about your relationships and what's really important. It's not. It's not about produce, 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 We got to make more money, make more money, make more money. Need more profit, more profit, more profit. It's more of a like, no, I'm good. I've got enough to take care of me and mine. So I'm going to stop working for the day and I'm going to go spend the rest of the day at the beach. And that's, I mean, and that's one of the pros. The biggest pros about El Salvador is that it doesn't have a lot of the toxic habits and a lot of the consequences that come from those toxic habits in the States, of that drive to make more, to have more, to be more. It's so much more just, it's just chill and just be happy, be connected to the earth, love your life, love the people around you. That's it. So, any other place? Okay, so Karen, this place is called Soya Nutra Bar, and it is in, this is Escalon, right? Yeah. It's San Benito Escalon. It's right beside them. It's right beside the big Google building in Escalon. But yeah, this place has got everything. Everything. Look, natural almonds, natural pumpkin seeds. This is big here. Flax seeds, chia seeds. There's your almond slivers. Well, no, look. I guess these are probably, these look toasted or roasted or something because they're a lot different. And there's a nice little mix, so you can make your own mixes. Awesome place. Next time you're coming down, if you are thinking about El Salvador and thinking that this might be the place that has your vibe, that kind of goes the way you go, it's kind of like you want to live, more natural, less stressed, more connected to nature, more connected to your family relationships and to what you really want in life, then look me up below. I am Jenny Adi, and showing you the best and awesomest places in El Salvador. If you would like to come and come on one of my relocation tours, check the link below at livinlikealocal.com, and you can see the schedule of when the tours are at. That's it. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye bye.